Welcome to the Mountain Magnolia Show, where your host, Mary Noble Braden, will introduce you to Swannanoa Valley's most interesting and most iconic individuals.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Hello to all you wonderful listeners out there. This is Mary Noble Braden on the Mountain Magnolia Show. I am so happy to be here on this beautiful spring day, and we're getting on a roll here. I know it's been a slow start back to the Mountain Magnolias, so thank you guys for your patience. But we're getting on a roll, and I'm so excited today to talk about the Black Mountain Tailgate Market. We've had Jacqueline Smith on the show several times. Welcome back, Jacqueline.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be back, and I'm excited about our 32nd season. Thanks for allowing me the time to discuss it.
Yay, 32nd season. Yeah. Y'all have had a lot going on. Well, before we get started, you know how I love to talk about a couple of things, and I'm especially honored to say the market is something very close to my heart. I'm so honored to be at Noble Company to be a market sponsor, and I think it's really important for all of us to talk today, especially about what sponsorship means and what it means to really support our community, because you have done a fantastic job in supporting our community with this amazing market. Y'all, this girl has taken our market from like this little bitty market to this thriving place where so many people in the community connect. And not only is she the market director, but she is a magic maker of food and connection and community. So
that is so kind and too kind, and I think compliments are challenges, and so it's something to live up to. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that sponsorship is a wonderful way to support the market and all of its functions. We're now a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so we're not in existence solely to function as an economic platform officially anymore. I think the market has long served as a platform for human connection, for the exchange of new ideas, for the sharing of stories, for the exchange certainly of, currency, for the hard-earned, produce and bounty that farmers and food producers bring to the market each Saturday. But it is so much more than that. And so achieving that 501c3 status really allows us to step into that role of serving in a multifaceted way. And so now we're able, all donations to the market, individual or corporate, are tax deductible for sure. There's extra incentives for individuals to donate now. We have put together a Friends of the Market program, so folks that maybe aren't business owners can support the market in a number of ways, but certainly becoming a Friends of the Market in 2026 is a way to do that. And we happily put all of that money, all of the proceeds, right back into culinary arts programming, children's programming, and providing a paid platform for musicians, which is just really important to everybody. So.
And it's easy, and people can either be, like Jacqueline said, they can be individual sponsors. You can donate $10 a month. You can donate $100 a month. You can donate $1,000 a month. So we are going to share that information also on Facebook and Instagram, and also towards the end. But think about it, guys. Y'all, this is such a wonderful place to go and connect with people. And I think really what brings everyone together is the hard work from the farmers and any of the vendors, and also the folks that volunteer at the farmers market. So it's like a little hangout place.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely, we've gotten to witness children grow, families expand, folks lose loved ones and be able to share in that grief with them. The market functioned as kind of a recovery hub after Helene. There was a lot of sadness and need, and we were able to do a lot to serve the community then. And there's, we're rising to the challenges, and so supporting the market in the form of marketing as a corporate sponsor, as a small business sponsor is wonderful. Friends of the Market is wonderful. And then our Nourish Appalachia project is something that, we'd love for everybody to go to tinyurl.com/feedwnc. That's FEEDWNC. And that's a way that we're fundraising to really double down on our efforts to feed folks.
Yeah. This is a collaboration of our community, and we cannot do this alone. We have to do it together. And so I know that wasn't the funnest part of what's going to happen here, but we had to talk about what it's going to take to all come together and really support our Black Mountain Tailgate Market. So let's talk about the dates and when our spring market's going to happen and the exciting things.
Yeah, we're so excited to have been able to expand our operational hours to begin a spring market series in March, and we've been neighbors with Noble and Company Realty, our faithful sponsors, at the Old Town District here in the lower part of downtown Black Mountain, and we've also had a second wing to the market at the Foothills Grange in the Cherry Pit area, which has been really well received. We return to our main season location at 130 Montreat Road. We lease a beautiful green space behind the First Baptist Church, and we open up Saturday, May 2nd, 9 a.m.
Yay.
And we hope everybody will line up and join us in giving all of our farmers and food producers a round of applause for getting through a hard winter. Yeah.
That's exciting. Well, I called it the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Spring Harvest Festival. Sorry. Opening Day. I forgot to mention. Opening Day, we've just got a little bit more going on. So on May 2nd is the opening day, and that's Spring Harvest Festival. And we've got some special music and programming going on and a little expanded kind of fun things happening. And then on May 9th, the Wienermobile is coming to the market. That's really exciting. So we're just, Spring Harvest Festival is kicking off our main season, and then we've got Summer Harvest Festival happening in August and Autumn Harvest in October, and then we'll end the main season with the Holiday Harvest Festival, which has been so well attended in past years. We're just so grateful for everyone's support for coming out for these kind of more special event affairs.
Yes, well, there's so many of them, they're hard to keep up with. Well, it's true. All right, well, let's dive in a little bit deeper. Yeah. So, okay, for someone who has never been to the market before, how would you describe the Black Mountain Tailgate Market experience?
I think any space that we occupy is filled with good feelings, good energy, the exchange between people, and the sort of the way that the vendors communicate with one another is just, we just really have kind of a top-notch lineup of individuals that are willing to work together to make the market harmonious and welcoming for everyone. And that happens in any space, but certainly at the main season location, at this beautiful green space, there's shady trees, there's the shade of trees, there's grass to touch. It's a little like you're just in a park, and you get to hang out with your friends and shop for all your veggies and bread and your provisions. And then a couple of other really lovely special things, like you get to meet all of the beautiful artists that make this region so vibrant, and they're just all super happy to be there. So yeah, I mean, it's just incredibly welcoming, and it feels like people just regular folks feel like it's their sanctuary, like they come to just meet their neighbors and
yeah,
relish in it.
Can I talk about my experience?
Please.
So really, it's more for me. It's like a park, and then I bring in my basket, and then I'm like, oh, there's all these beautiful vegetables and all these beautiful people and all these beautiful gifts, and then I get in that mode. I'm like, oh, what am I going to buy today? Something sweet, something pretty, and then you stop and talk to people. So just the colors and the energy and the beauty is like tenfold all around. And so it's really easy to connect with people, and it's also really easy to purchase more things than I really should.
Yes, oh yes. But that's the positive, I think, in all of this is like it's a little easy to get carried away spending a little more money on these local goods, but oh my gosh, when you look at where those dollars go into the local economy, it's just the positive impact is just exponential. So I love the idea of, go on a shopping spree, but try it at a farmer's market. Try going and buying all of your sparkly things with someone who spent hours and hours, doing,
Can you imagine?
Yeah, and then you get to feel that connection and hear their story. So I love it. Like,
Well, okay, I want to go a little deeper in that. It says, the market feels so much more than a place to buy produce, which it is.
Yeah.
You can buy gifts, you can buy plants.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask, what role does it play in building the community here in Black Mountain, in your opinion?
The market being around for 32 years certainly has shaped this community. There's just been families and connections and marriages that have come out of this market, business alignments and partnerships certainly. And I think that it's been this sort of steady, consistent ship in the midst of a real uncertain sort of ocean, right? And the whole community's in the water together. And when COVID hit, and the food systems were disrupted, and it was scary to go to the grocery store, the market was an open air space where people felt like, I don't know, just a little less burdened by the idea of interacting with other human beings. So certainly it was a place in a time of isolation for folks to connect.
Yeah.
And, it served the ultimate purpose of keeping things going in a time of uncertainty. When Helene hit, when we opened back up, people, were just crying. It's a place, the market serves as a place for us to hold space for one another and to really open our hearts and to achieve something wonderful by, fostering the livelihood of really hardworking American small business owners, but also to just embrace one another and move through anything life or, the elements can throw at us.
No, it's true. It's true. And I have been firsthand to see how Black Mountain Tailgate Market team and yourself really navigate. I don't want to call them problems, but just having to adjust and move and make things wonderful. Like the other day when you had the spring market, and I was so impressed. There were some things left over, and you just were scrambling back there, and you went up and you purchased veggies and bread and meat, and all that food went to?
Oh, this last Saturday, our shipment of buybacks from our food producers went to Appalachian Community Relief right down there next to Black Mountain Cider and Mead. They've served just an incredible number of folks in after Helene, and this spring market series initiative was not only a way for us to, for 8 weeks, provide additional opportunities for our farmers and artisans to vend directly to the public, but we were able to use funds that we raised after the government shut down in last October to create additional incentives for EBT SNAP participants, which is an incredibly important part of our function now. And also to dole out market bucks for folks that were eligible for some food access programs but didn't have official paperwork. And then also we invested $2,000, so $1,000 to each food bank going to Swananoa Valley Christian Ministry and then Appalachian Community Relief. And we're just finishing up our final purchases for the season for that series. But that's been an incredibly wonderful way to utilize the Nourish Appalachia project to uplift the farmers and food producers that really needed the extra support after.
Let me just take it down real simple then.
Yeah.
So basically what's happened is we get to be a part of this wonderful market here in Black Mountain, and not only is, if there's food left over, there is money in order to buy that food to give it to SNAP or EBT or programs that feed our community.
Yes, we are making a direct investment in our farmers.
If you were to be a part of Black Mountain fundraising, whether it's business or individual, you would be a part of helping feed our community. Yay! I mean, how simple is that? It's just a circle.
Yeah,
it's a circle.
We like it.
Yeah. So, well, I was really impressed that day. I was like, wow, I love watching you and all of the volunteers really push forward and make things happen. And how excited y'all are afterwards. I saw you were like, yes, we got it. The food's going here. Yeah. So good job. All right. Well, one of the things, like I said, I admire most about the market is how it helps make fresh local foods more accessible. And that is just amazing that we have this farmers market and we can have fresh food that farmers grow, and so can people that might not be able to afford it right now. So if you're out there and you feel like you want some fresh food, please come to the market and talk to a volunteer. And the same if you are have an overabundance, then do the same. Figure out how you can just press donate.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and one more question around the food access. Have you seen a moment where access to the market really made a difference in somebody's life?
Yeah.
The access program?
Yes. Especially after Helene, and I think that's probably one of those situations that really underscores the need for additional food access programs. We had the North Carolina state gave out, and the federal government worked in tandem to dole out DSNAP, so disaster SNAP, which is like a part of FEMA funding. And we had folks that traditionally had been able to make purchases and purchase a lot directly from these farmers and artisans be in such a way that they were without a job or other resources, and they came to the market, and they knew that we had some extra support for them, and it was like just that we were able to function in that way, and that there was such a heartfelt appreciation. Seeing that over and over again was absolutely that's what we should be doing, I think, in all parts of our lives, right? Just trying to like reduce burden, reduce suffering in some way, and we were able to do that, and they were like, holy moly, this is
Felt
great.
so good. I saw your joy. I saw your joy. Well, so guys, we've talked about this upcoming market, and we've talked about fundraising, and we've talked about the access programs. Now let's talk about the hours and when it's going to start, which is very, very soon. Next Saturday, not this Saturday. Well, by the time this airs, this Saturday coming May 2nd.
May 2nd.
And it's from 9 to noon, right?
9 a.m. to noon. Lots of people line up at the entrance right around 8:45. We encourage you to do that so you can get the first picks of fresh strawberries, snap peas,
We
farm
have some
fresh
right over
eggs,
here.
all of
We
it.
had any of those fresh strawberries.
Yes, we brought some. So for those of you who can't see, we brought Mary Noble some freshly picked strawberries, just harvested this morning.
They're beautiful.
And snap peas.
Yeah.
And all of these are from Revival Garden, who is one of our farmers there, and they're crunchy, and they're sweet, and they hit all the right notes. And there's nothing like freshly harvested, hand-picked produce. There's just not. I think it's life-changing in a way.
Yeah.
If you've never had a really good fresh tomato picked fresh, warm, off the vine on a summer morning, handed to you by somebody who loves you so much that they work extra hard to grow your food, then
come see Jaqueline.
you can come see us. I may know a guy.
Well, okay, so tell me also what you're excited, like maybe a new vendor that people haven't seen yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. On opening day, number one, we'll be joined by Cultivator of the Arts sponsor, Joe Halleck, who is bringing his awesome band, who's been playing at the market for, 12, 14 years or something. So that's a really welcoming, familiar set of faces and sounds that people will experience. But also, we've got the Owen 7th grade entrepreneurs coming to the market, and they'll have something like 8 or 9 individual small businesses all tabling in a group at the main entrance.
Oh, wow.
And so it's a great opportunity to sort of get them to stretch their legs. We'll have our own little seed youth vendors, which I've got to get on scheduling. And then we have just a wide variety of incredible produce. We'll have more produce than previous couple of years. We'll have plenty of baked goods. We'll have organic baked goods as well, and additional gluten-free items. So Habibi Village,
Nice.
3 p.m. German baking, which if you haven't had Mary's gluten-free Russian pool cake or her German cheesecake, you're missing out. And then Dulce Di Maria will be back.
Oh,
Habibi
yeah.
Village. Yeah, we'll have some friendly faces. And lots of honey, fresh eggs, bouquets, some of your favorite neighbors, Elaine Young from Urban Farm Girl Flowers, who just lives up the way, the sweet folks from Little Farm, Mary and Kira, are just up the way as well, and they're coming for the first couple of weeks to sell plant starts.
Nice. And Mary Carroll and her delicious
Mary
radishes
Carroll
and
oh my-
greens.
everything she brings is like impeccable and beautiful and colorful. So
Yes.
yeah, we can't wait to
And then
eat it all.
Martine and Marco, they'll be
Yes.
selling their amazing
Stonewall.
sourdough bread at Stonewall Bakery.
And
Lee's One Fortune Farm, Big Ivy Beef is a local favorite. They'll be back this year. French Broad Pantry. Weeby Folk brings some amazing like fire cider and we've got mushrooms and tinctures and I mean self-care products. Like if you have eczema, this is the place to come too. People don't realize that. If you're a little stinky and you need some essential oils, we've got your back.
We got it. Yeah.
You need a little sprucing up. We've got tie-dyes. We've got it all. It's going to be a wonderful opening market. And I can't emphasize enough that, there's been a lot of behind-the-scenes work on this, and the people are incredible. Our board of directors has been incredibly supportive of all of the new ideas and endeavors, and they've been working so hard to get everything together to make sure we're all going to have a wonderful time. So please come out.
No, it's going to be fantastic. May 2nd.
May 2nd.
At 9 a.m.
9 a.m., bright and early.
And I want to point out one thing as I kind of dived in earlier. And y'all know how I love to talk about quotes. And my quote for the market is, community is much more than belonging to something. It's about doing something together that makes belonging matter. And that is what we are doing here. We felt it in Helene. We've felt it all along with this market. But we're seeing really the fruits of coming together as a community. And Jaqueline has been a wonderful director as well as director of chaos. She is implementing the things that need to be implemented. So, let's do this. Let's do this next Saturday. And we talked about like the feeling of the market, what it's like when you walk in, you grab your basket and you've got your radishes and your greens and your chocolate chip cookies and maybe a hug from Jaqueline or a cooking demonstration. There's always something going on. But my question is, what do you hope people feel when they leave the market?
Oh my gosh. That's probably one of the greatest joys or focuses or both of my job is that I'm very much how does this feel kind of person. And I have this thing called Freudenfreude.
Freudenfreude?
Freudenfreude. So there's Schadenfreude, which is the idea that you derive, joy out of other suffering. And then there's Freudenfreude, which is getting joy out of other people's joy.
Aww.
And so when I see kids running around and people like hugging and like crying because they haven't seen each other in a long time, or families grow and watching them create memories in this space that we're creating together, there's nothing like that.
Aww.
I like watching people be joyful.
Love that. Well, this is all wonderful, and I've changed my little spiel at the end too. I used to ask folks, what was their aha experience, but this Mountain Magnolia has really morphed into all about community. And as we come to the close of our time together, I always like to come back to the heart of it all. Jaqueline, when you think about standing there on Saturday morning with the tents up and the people gathering and the music in the air, what does community feel like to you in that moment?
Delicious.
I love it. Love it. So I just want to thank you for sharing, and thank you for the work that you are doing, bringing so many people together. And I have enjoyed really getting to know you over the last several years and seeing the work that you're doing. And I'm just honored to be your friend and be your sometimes your helper.
Yeah.
And this person's amazing. She really is. And I'm getting a little better. Sometimes I'm not so good at reading scripts as I am just like putting it out there.
Yeah,
So today
really
I tried to plan some things. So all right, well, here we go. we are going to help donate, whether and we're going to help receive,
And we're going to cry tears of joy.
That's right. And we're going to be a community and lift everybody up. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on the Mountain Magnolia Show again. Can't wait to have you again. And to all you wonderful people out there, thanks for listening. And I hope you have a beautiful week.
You too.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us for Mountain Magnolias with your hosts, Mary Noble Braden. Join us next time for more interesting stories from the Swannanoa's most interesting people as we give you something to talk about.
Let's give 'em something to talk
Mountain Magnolias is a production of Noble and Company Realty in Black Mountain. For more information, please call them at 828-357-5243. 828-357-5243.